Sold a million records, yeah. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Rams. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he goes out right around the 39. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack block.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to return.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Rush. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Akers. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. The Rams had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And some space here. Touchdown, LA! Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Throwing here, Rush. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Rush. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. To throw is Rush. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rush. He's got him in, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Rush to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall?
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Terrell Lewis drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The kick by Maher is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here's Mine. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Mon going to throw it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big play ability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision to keep it and run. And how about him looking up and seeing the C's pump for him once he got past the line of scrimmage? My first thought, I think he can go all the way, and I'm trying not to take over. You're calling this play, partner.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mon. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much since.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Cowboys 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Rush.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
Mon now off of play action.
They'll roll him out right. And this is incomplete. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Mon. Open man is Atwell, complete.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Here's Mon. They're going for it.
And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run here with Akers. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Again, it'll be Akers.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Cam Akers
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Rush's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
Atwell now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it, and in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Throwing to start the drive. Rush.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel?
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Rams are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, they'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Mon looks to throw. Open man is Skoranek. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second half blowout material. To the 36-yard line, stop there. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. Now Mon. He'll get this one complete to Atwell.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Akers. 118 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Second and 2. Off the play fake, Mond. He's got it. And the Rams are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
They'll look to run with Akers. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams are pouring it on. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the... And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Rush. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the...
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Before they can get the punt away whistles. Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Ultra.
On the counter, this is Akers. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They go play action here. Mon. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Going right back to Akers.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers,
a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Room here to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
First down, and it's Pollard again. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Rush. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing here, Rush. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Off the option, here's Akers. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Anthony Brown there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he fires one incomplete.
Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Gay is on for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of